Our chart of the day today comes from businessinsider.com, cluster stock to me and you, and it is entitled "There Won't Be a Double Dip, as in recession, because of Helicopter Ben." One of the most interesting charts and observations from Paul Casserill's recent presentation on the economy is the following. Will the economic headwinds prevail, pushing the economy back into recession? Not likely. Over 50 years of history suggests that the economy does not enter a recession unless the Fed pushes it into one. Let's just pop down here and just read the last couple of paragraphs. Paul's chart shows that the Fed tightening has preceded every recession for the past 50 years, including the one we're coming out of. And although some people are concerned about inflation, our current Fed chairman is nicknamed Helicopter Ben. Paul doesn't see the economy doing a double dip unless the Fed tightens, and Paul doesn't see the Fed tightening until the middle of next year at the earliest. So let's go and center the chart here. That should do us. Federal funds effective rate in red going across the chart, 1955 to the present day. Tightening means putting the interest rates up. So back here, all the way back in 1955, they tightened up, and there was a very bad recession, that one particularly, the 58 recession. Soon as the Fed tightened, as in put the interest rates up, the economy fell into a recession, these grey bands. They tightened again and pushed the economy into this grey band, another recession. They tightened and tightened and tightened until the 1970 recession, and then they let things go, put the interest rates down. Tightened, put the interest rates right up until the economy broke, and then they dropped it down. Interest rates up, broke the economy, they came down. Interest rates up, we're in Paul Volcker territory here, into this nasty early 80s recession, which they eventually got out of, up and down with these interest rates. But the opinion here would be that this increase was enough to put the economy into this small recession in the early 90s. Fed puts the interest rates down again, and all is well, all through the 90s. This increase has been blamed for the tech bust. It's a bit wild, but that's the implication here. Through the tech bust, 9/11, Fed puts the interest rates up again and brings us into this recession that we're currently in now. So the interest rates are brought right down, and the idea will be that the economy will go into, as long as the interest rates are kept low, the economy will stay out of recession. It'll be white, not grey. A few things to note. These grey bars are inventory recessions, as in a certain sector built too much, stocked up on too much of one particular article in one particular corner of the market, and that broke down and it caused fuss in the rest of the market, and there was a recession. What we're dealing with now is slightly different, and it can be maybe explained from here that the interest rate to get out of this recession had to come down from 18% down to 8%. To get out of this recession, the interest rate had to come down from 10% down to 3 3/4%. To get out of this recession, the interest rate had to come down from 6% down to 1%. Greenspan's famous 1%. Here, the interest rate had to come down from 5% down to effectively 0%. And we can see that each time The interest rate has to be dropped lower to get out of recession, and now we're effectively at 0. And what we can say here is the part of the economy that did overbuild, overstock, was the housing sector, and this is a very bad sector to have break on you, and it has broken. So that makes for a recession, but there is also this problem that there are fewer and fewer and fewer takers on the cheap money, and the money has to be offered at a cheaper and cheaper rate in the kind of a "come on boys," and now the money's almost free and there are still very few takers. Eventually there will be takers, but what happens next time? Will there be a next time? And will there be enough takers to get this very nasty recession out of the mud? We'll see. Thanks. Bye.